Buddy, how are you? Say hi to the ladies. Look at he's in his courtroom professional.
And I just screwed up cutting paper.
You did? What did you do?
Measured once, cut once, measured twice, complained.
I don't even know what he's saying, but whatever. Measure once, no, measure twice, cut once, I believe is the rule.
Measure the second time.
Well, bye, Becky. Don't let that happen again. I can't fire him. I need him too much. Okay, so there you go. I've got my Stampin' Lips on. We're ready. We are in full retreat prep mode right now. My fall Stampapalooza retreat is coming up this weekend, and I'm so excited. We are packing up our paper packs, and in a couple days, retreat boxes are going to be stuffed.
She had me up at 6 a.m. cutting paper.
This is true. It didn't help that the next door neighbors are getting their roof replaced, and they started at 6 a.m. I might add, it was dark. I kind of want to go over there and say, like, you all aren't going to be starting that up on Monday or tomorrow, are you? Because I'm pretty sure my son was not happy. I heard him stomping around upstairs, but of course I was down here working. So yes, we have been busy. Aw, somebody said you're a treasure.
Little does she know.
So it is really been a great week. Well, we've been prepping for this retreat for quite a while, but it is really exciting when it all comes together. So I'm very happy about that. For those of you who are demonstrators, we also have a training session happening on Thursday, and there's a bunch of different topics that we're going to cover. And if you would like some training help, we have some amazing presentations that are coming up. I'm very excited about this. So everything from how to take better pictures of your projects, how to...
Your husband up at 6 a.m. to cut paper?
That is not going to be covered. How to I'm trying to think here. How to run effective team meetings, how to run classes in your business from the very start to the very finish of the process and everything in between, how to run your business during COVID, all kinds of really awesome topics, as well as working with DBWS. So if you're a demonstrator and you would like some help, it is an amazing, it's going to be an amazing day. I've got guest speakers from all over the world and the country that I'm very excited about. And Kelly, Barb, and I have been putting all of this together for quite a while. So it's going to be a great day. And then, of course, this weekend is the stamping portion. Now, you do not have to be present on any of those days to participate in the event. It's all recorded so you can enjoy at your leisure. But we've got a full weekend, and actually tonight I'm going to be getting the schedule posted in both groups so that you can see what's happening. And it's just going to be a really awesome event. So if you would like to get involved and join us for the fun, you can still do that. There's just a few boxes that I have left, and I'd love to have you join us. It really is an amazing event, and I truly have really very good positive feedback after every single event like I do, that I do. So I think it will be well worth your time and investment in this event. So everything gets shipped out next Monday. So don't worry if you're thinking you'll never get your box in time. Don't worry, it doesn't ship till Monday. So the way we run our retreat is that you get to participate in all kinds of things throughout the weekend and see and see how all the projects are going to work. Plus, there's some additional live presentations that you'll be able to enjoy. And there's also just, I have to be good to her, right? I covered your butt, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That
You're
was not
welcome.
the look we want for today.
Sorry, I can't remember what I was saying because that's funny. So anyway, it's going to be a great event, and we would love to have you be a part of it. So that's that. Oh, so if you want to get registered for that, you can just drop me an email. There's a link in the description of this video. So if you click the little arrow or the see more, you'll see that information. So that's what's kind of going on this week at the Creativity Cave. It's going to be so awesome. We're using 4 bundles, and if you don't have them, you can certainly make the projects without. You can substitute your own stamps, but you can also get, add the bundles that we're using onto your registration. Of course, you'll be able to get them celebration items too. Karen says you won't be making the projects with you all when the event is going on. No, here's why. One, and this is the biggest and most important, I have zero faith in the US postal system to deliver all of the boxes in time for the event. And the stress of trying to hold the event and keep everybody on the event and making projects on the same at the same time is impossible, literally. I've always, whenever I've done retreats in the past, like I've done a live version and then I would send the ones out afterwards for the people who couldn't attend live. So what we do is we share all of the projects during the event. We have card challenges and some other things going on, mystery stamping. And then we also do live presentations on other things that you can do with the contents of your kit. And I've actually gotten a ton of response from people saying that they like it that way. They get to see how everything goes together so that when their box comes, then they know exactly what to do with everything. And so it's very helpful. And I love that people like that part of it. So I think you'll find it relaxing and not stressful to try and keep up. And also we won't be completely stressed out trying to figure out if your box is going to make it in time or if you've got everything. The other thing that we do all with this event also is a swap. And so everybody who participates in the swap, that way they have till this week, then I can't remember what the due date is, but anyway, so you can participate in a swap too if you're interested in it. So that is our reasoning. And like I said, once people understand and see how it works, they love that part of it. I know not everybody runs their events that way, but it has worked really, really well for us in the past, and so that is why we do it. The other thing is, so that was the number one reason, is the delivery of the boxes in a timely fashion. The other, and by the way, the boxes go out Monday. So we're getting everything prepped and ready this week. So Monday we're sticking stickers on and the post office is coming. So yeah. Then the other thing is that sometimes we have product availability issues, and that can wreak havoc with what we're planning. We planned this retreat back in June, and occasionally we run into product availability issues. And so that's just another layer of all of this to get everything figured out on time and whatnot for you. So Therese, so the swap is 20 cards for the retreat. And if you haven't made them, make sure you get on that pretty quick because they're due like Thursday, I think. So yeah. Well, Heather, tell your husband, like, it's live with Dina. He can talk to you later. That's terrible, isn't it? Okay. So Therese, don't be nervous. We would love to have you participate, but I would say make sure you get on it. Okay. The schedule is, Karen is going to be posted in the group. Therese, there's whatever you would like to do for the swap is fine. Just we ask current Stampin' Up products, ideally. So I think that's it. Now, if you have retreat specific questions, I'll say, will you ask those in the retreat Facebook group? And if you're signed up for the retreat with me, I'll be sending an email out about everybody's stuff. So everybody knows what's going on. I'm sorry. I try to talk and read the comments at the same time, and then sometimes that doesn't go well. So anyway, okay. So if you have, like I said, if you have any other questions, please let me know in the retreat page. Are you taking?
I'm taking
He's
Oreos.
taking Oreos.
They're
Yeah,
legal tender in this house.
they are. That's true. You earned them. Enjoy. Okay. Megan is asking, how many sheets can Andy cut at once? It's not so much how many can he, it's more how many am I willing for him to cut at once. Here's an example. He was once cutting some printed paper for me to 6 by 6 inches, and he cut it wrong. And he had a stack that was about $80 worth. So it was $80 worth of paper that he cut wrong. So we don't tend to cut a ton at once. I can cut about that much paper in one pass, but typically I do, like he will cut, because he's strong. I'm not as strong as he is. He can cut up to maybe 3 packs of cardstock at once, like in half. I tend to not cut as much because if I mess up, that's a lot of paper. And if I don't have enough, I mean, I keep a ton of cardstock in stock. I don't know if you can see this, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and behind there is a 5th. So 4 cubbies this is a calyx thing, and they are completely full, 2 deep, 2 packages deep of 8.5 by 11 paper. I go through a lot of paper. And so if he messes up, or I mess up, I mean, full disclosure, if I mess up, that's a lot of paper that if I don't have enough to redo it, that can be scary. So it will cut, I think, probably a couple hundred sheets at a time. Well, yeah, a couple hundred sheets, but we don't tend to cut that much at once, like I said, because if you mess up, you're out a lot. So yeah. Also, I have a lot of scraps of Just Jade cardstock that are approximately this big, like probably 2 to 2.5 inches by about 8.5 inches. So if you can think of anything to do with those scraps, you let me know, because I have like 300 pieces of them. It's left over from actually 2 of our projects. So yeah, so I'm really excited about our retreat, though. It is always an amazing time. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys are excited too, if you are participating. And if you're not, there's still time. There's also, by the way, you can get a box version, like with all the goodies, or you can get just the online only version. It's up to you which one you want. Of course, at the end of the retreat, we will give you a PDF with links to all the stuff that we did, so that you can catch up on any of it or rewatch it if you would like. So it'll be really awesome. Okay, now, what else? So that's really what's going on for me this week. Let's see. Oh, Carl had a race on Saturday morning, bright and early, and he had a great race. It was really fun. He ran in Illinois, and in Illinois, they only run 3 miles instead of a 5K, and a 5K is like 3.2 miles. So he did an awesome job, and Andy did the math, and he dropped like almost a minute off of his time, which is pretty big. And so he was very excited about that. And it was also pretty cool because he got a medal. I'll have to post a picture of that because he was really proud of it. And he said it was really fun to run at the front of the pack. He came in 5th place overall and 4th in his division. So, or like his grade. So that was pretty fun, and it was really great to cheer him on. And he's got another meet on Thursday, and I'm going to miss for my Stampapalooza event. In fairness, though, we had set this up before his schedule came out. So anyway, it was a really great weekend from that standpoint. And what was glorious is that on Sunday, my husband and I went for a long walk, And then I got home and I wound up some yarn. Oh, I finished a shawl. I even brought it so I could show you. I need to block it, which makes all the pretty lace patterns come out, but look at that. So this is my shawl, just a couple ends, but it's gonna be really pretty when I'm done. And I think it's gonna be awesome for fall. Of course, it's like 90 today, so I won't be wearing this, but I'm hoping that some storms kind of blow through later tonight and make it cool off. But isn't this gorgeous? I'm so excited about how nice it turned out. So I was very excited about that. And of course, actually, and I'm almost done with another one. This is one I might have told you guys I have kind of a lot of yarn, just saying. And I did not have enough yarn to finish this. I had to buy another skein of it. And that finally came in because the lady like literally had to dye it. And so that came in. So I'm going to finish that one up probably in the next couple days. So I'm really excited. I'll show you pictures of that one as well. It's also super pretty, but totally different than this. So anyway, yeah. So thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. The colors really are pretty, so I'm very happy with it. I'll post pictures of the final thing once I block it because that makes all the little lacy holes open up and everything. Do I take orders? You know, Hildy, that's really a good question. I think my rates would be pretty high. Like, I think the amount of time I put into that would probably mean that it would be like a $500 shawl. You know, along with the materials I actually used. So that shawl I actually started about a month ago. And I mean, some of my shawls take a month, and some take like a year or more because I like start them and stop them. Somebody asked the yarn. You know what? It's actually that yarn I got from Canada. And it's not a single color, it's a set of colors. So yeah. Will it have my name on it? Sure. Actually, Whitney got me these really cute little leather tag things that I can put on my stuff that I've made. So yeah. You don't know how I have time to crochet with my business. So Tammy, I work a lot of hours, of course, but I also can't not do something. So like, I can't sit and watch TV. I need to do something. So I like to knit, and I could sit on my phone and play games or watch social media or completely do nothing on my phone. But at the end of knitting, I have pretty things. So I love to do that. So yeah, I can't sit still. I really struggle with that. And that way I can relax, which I need to do. And I can have fun with my husband. We watch, we binge watch stuff. So like this shawl, we started watching the show, The Vikings. So this shawl reminds me of that, which is funny. I have a Game of Thrones shawl too. That we watched a lot of Game of Thrones when I was making it. So anyway, alrighty. So I am going to Paula just finished. Sorry, I'm just reading these comments and they're kind of cracking me up. Yeah, and oh my, I'm interested. So, an Outlander one? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I have a couple Outlander ones. So yeah. Oh, Outlander. Okay. So anyway, it is a time I think to start stamping. I have some really great projects for us today. I think you're gonna love them. I've got a couple to actually 3 guest requests plus another card. So yeah, and I gotta get to it because I've got girls here sorting card packs and like we got things to do tonight. So anyway, and I don't know what my family's gonna do. I don't know. They always want dinner. Like every day they want dinner. All right. So I think it's time. I'm gonna flip my camera around. So give me just a moment. And if you have any questions along the way, let me know. I know several of you are asking for like the pattern and the yarn that I used. I will post it in on my Facebook business page and Instagram so that you can see it. I actually have that information is already there if you want to go check it out, but I'll repost it with the completed projects. Okay, so and you know what? I'm gonna put my hair back up. I had it up earlier today because so Andy, Andy had jury duty today. I know somebody asked how his new job is going. And I have to laugh. So he started last Monday, and this Monday he had jury duty, but he's done. He didn't get picked, so he's fulfilled his civic duty. But I have to giggle. This is probably the longest I've been away from him, like where I was home and he wasn't, or vice versa, for quite a while. And so I really missed him today. Okay. So anyway, let's get started. So my first card is going to be with the beauty of friendship. So the trees are starting to turn here. And it's just really starting to feel, I don't know if feel is the right word because it's been super hot this past week. But I think it's going to be cooler tomorrow. But it's starting to look like fall because there are leaves changing and there are leaves falling on the ground. I'm looking outside my window right now and I can see them. We have some fire bushes. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I don't know anything about my landscaping. But we have fire bushes along the property line of our yard, and they're starting to turn red at the tops. So that's kind of fun. And we've got some gorgeous maple trees in the front of our house. I can't wait for those to change color because they're just so pretty. Anyway, I have been itching to make a fall card. So I saw something similar to this that I wanted to try. So we're going to do a little technique called, I think this is called like the spotlight technique. And so what we're going to do is, oh, Patricia, you're done. Don't worry. It's too late. You're going to want it. And you're going to want another one too, just full disclosure. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is take a panel of, I'm using vanilla cardstock, by the way, and I love this color with fall things, vanilla. I think it looks nice with the fall color palette anyway. So I'm going to take some of my seal, definitely not Seal Plus, just seal. And what I want to do is kind of lightly tack this down. So I'm going to take and I'm going to touch this on my sweater and see it's picking up fuzz. We want that on your pants. Jeans work well. Sweater fuzz works well. So I've got some fuzz on here. And what that will do is keep it from sticking too well. You know what I mean? So we want it to stick on here, but not like super well. Okay, so I'm just going to put that right there. And then I've got a 4x5 1/4 piece of very vanilla. And then this piece is 1 3/4 by 4 inches. Okay, and what I'm going to do is take the tree trunk from my stamp here, and I'm going to stamp that in some early espresso ink. Okay, and I'm going to do, like, let's see, one right here, and I'm going to go off the edge, and I'm giving this a pretty good press. Okay, and you can see there's just a teeny little gap here, but it's going to be okay. And then what I'm going to do, now I'm a purist, because do you see where this little gap is? There's that little mark. And if I were to stamp that down, what would happen is it would show a darker spot right there, and that bugs me. So I can be anal about just a couple things in this world, and this is one of them. So I inked this up again. I stamped it off. And then what I'm going to do is stamp it again on here like that. Okay, a little bit bigger gap, but no worries. Stamped it off again. And I'm going to stamp this on here once more. Okay, so now I've got 3 trees on here. You could do more or less. It's up to you, whatever you want. Okay, and that looks pretty good to me. Now, what I'm going to do is take this off, and because we didn't adhere it too well, it came right off, so that's good. And then we're going to set this aside. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to do a bunch more stamping. Now for this, I'm actually going to use a different stamp just because I loved the look of it. And that stamp is the Gorgeous Leaves stamp set. Now this is the focus of my Sharing Sunshine and Creativity box for October. So you have until the end of the month to get registered for this. And I just, as I'm saying this, literally the words are coming out of my mouth, and I realized I forgot to put the link in that. But I do have some openings for October. As soon as I'm done here, I will post that link in the description of this video. But it's a really awesome bundle. And if you don't have this bundle, you can substitute other stamp sets to like other leaf sets, because I mean, we all have leaf sets, but this is pretty awesome. So anyway, I'm going to take this splatter image because it's pretty awesome, and I'm going to stamp that over my leaves rather than the actual trees. And I think you'll see that it's kind of a cool effect when you do that. Okay, so I'm going to start with Crushed Curry, which is my lightest color, and I stamped off the first bit. And then I'm just going to stamp that a couple times on here like that to add some color. Then I'm going to continue with some, this is Cajun Craze. And so I'm just going to overlap, and you can do both full strength and stamped off. So I'll stamp off a little bit and put that over there. Okay, now I'm going to clean my stamp. I could kind of get away with not cleaning between those first two colors, but definitely not the next color, which is going to be some Merry Merlot. Actually, no, Old Olive. Okay, so we'll add some Old Olive on here and kind of stamp that off. That looks pretty good, and maybe just a little touch in the corner there. Okay, and then last but not least, I've got some Merry Merlot. So these have, well, except for the tree trunk, they've been regals, and then this is going to be a neutral along with the early espresso tree trunks. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp a little in the corner there, a little bit overlapping over here, a little bit kind of in between right there, and maybe a little more right there. Oh, now look at how gorgeous that is. And I just love the splatter and all those gorgeous colors. So this looks really great, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this back on our card like this. But we're going to layer it on a piece of cardstock so there's no gaps. Okay, and that's why it's called the spotlight, because we're kind of spotlighting this piece or this portion of the card. Okay, so I'll put on plenty of adhesive this time that will actually stick. And then I'll attach it to my card. And then you can see we'll put it on right like this. Okay, and I'm gonna pop this up with some dimensionals, because that just makes everything look fabulous. And then we're also going to add a little extra, because extra is always good. Okay, so I'm just kind of lining everything up on here like so. So that tip of the tree lines up, and then the tree trunks line up. Okay, now there's also in our tree set, there's kind of this little ground stamp. So we're just going to add that right there. And I'll maybe add a little right there and right there, just to kind of ground our trees so they're not just like free floating. And then what I'm going to do is take and spritz this. I've got, now you can really take any of the colors I've used. I've got some Merry Merlot, so I thought that might be kind of pretty. So I'm just gonna spritz that on here. Ooh, You know what? My marker's kind of dry. That's funny. I'm like, I don't see any spritzing happening. Hold on. Well, we didn't use cherry cobbler, but we're going to use cherry cobbler. Oh, yeah. There we go. So now we've got some spritzing on here, which is really pretty. And then we're going to take and add our sentiment. The sentiment is right out of our tree set, and I'm going to ink this up in early espresso and stamp thinking of you right down there. And look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, now a couple other things you could do. We can take and add some spritzing of our Clear Wink of Stella as well. Let me find something to smack this against. So that'll just add a little shimmer to this, which will, of course, be pretty. That looks great. I'll let you can see the shimmer on there. It's kind of fun. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to add this whole piece to our card. Let's just make sure it's relatively clean. And I'm going to close up these ink pads before something bad happens. And then we're going to add it to just a plain old thick vanilla card base. And I love, by the way, that was crushed curry. Did I say that? I think so. Okay. I love the colors of fall. They're just so pretty. Okay, so this is just a thick vanilla card base. And look, I smudged it already, but that's okay because we're going to cover this up. It's all good. Okay. So there we go. Oh, so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this. And you really can't go wrong with the tree set. It's just so pretty. Or a leaf set for that matter. Paula says you can put a dry marker if not overused in warm water if water-based, or alcohol, I think, if alcohol-based. Yeah, I'd be careful with that. You probably could, but it might mess up the marker. What you can do is add ink refills to your markers, and that will work. I'll have to play around with this one and see what I can do. So yeah. Okay, so there we go. First card, kind of a good one, I think. All right, next up, we're gonna do a little, oh, and you know what? I didn't try this, but you could also put, I wouldn't do too much, but just put a couple little leaves on the ground from here. But I definitely like that the spotlight is on this panel, not on the far floor or the ground of our card. So, okay. Next up, we had a request for a card featuring the Peaceful Deer bundle. And the Peaceful Deer is one of the bundles in the holiday catalog, the July to December catalog, and it comes with a punch, which is fantastic. I love punches because they're just so easy to use. So we're going to make a really gorgeous Peaceful Deer class. Now, full disclosure, I have a class coming up with this month. It's amazing. Like, amazing. Like, amazing. I really like the class, I just have to tell you. So I highly recommend it. There is a link to register for this class in the description of this video. And it is really going to be an amazing class. But I thought I would combine the Peaceful Deer stamp set with the Peaceful Place DSP. Now the Peaceful Place DSP is that beautiful silver and gray DSP. If you are coming to the retreat, by the way, you're going to get some of this in your box. I'm just telling you. Yay! Okay, so there's lots of gorgeous patterns and they've got this silver foiling on them. Like, look at that. It's got the shimmer built in. So, and I love how they set up this paper, by the way. So we're going to use this on a card. So if you take your trimmer out, what I'm going to do is cut this in half at 6 inches, and you'll be able to get several out of a sheet of cardstock to make this particular card. Okay, oops. So I cut that in half at 6 inches, and then you can make these burn 3 out of each half. Okay, so I'm going to cut this to 3 7/8 of an inch. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off the top. 3 7/8. I want it to be by 5 1/8. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this paper. Okay, don't worry, we're going to use this. So hold on. All right, next up, I'm going to take, so like I said, you can get 6 of this card out of 1 sheet of that DSP, which is pretty cool. Okay, next, what I want to do is I'm going to adhere this to a 4 by 5 1/4 inch panel of mint macaron, which is not necessarily a color I use that often, but here's why I chose it, because it coordinates with the always amazing and oh so lovely mint macaron velvet ribbon. That's right, it's velvet. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we're going to add some velvet ribbon to this, and that is how I came to using mint macaron. Oh, and I just finished off my seal. Don't worry, I've got another one ready to go. Okay, ooh, let's get this one started. There we go. All right, so I'm going to adhere this like so. Now, what I'm going to do is take and put a strip of this kind of going across these trees, leaving enough room at the bottom so that I can stamp a sentiment. And you can, of course, choose whatever sentiment floats your boat, but I'm going to use a really pretty sentiment from this Peaceful Deer stamp set. It says, sending love and peace this season. Aw. Shelly, you're killing me. She says, I would drape myself in velvet if it were socially acceptable. Well, Shelly, you know what happens at your house stays at your house. It's all good. There's no judgment. You drape away, girl. Oh, that was funny. Thank you, Shelly. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this ribbon across here in a little bit, but I wanted to kind of just set it here so that I could stamp and make sure that I had enough room for my stamping. And then we're going to add a deer. So I've got the mint macaron stamp. Okay. So I'll just stamp sending love and peace this season. So nice. And then I'm going to wrap this around my card. And I cut it with a bit of excess. And the reason is because we're going to tie this up a little with some of the silver twine from our Simply Elegant trim pack. It comes with gold and silver. And oh, look, I have a little spare hunk. So before I attach it to my card, well, actually, maybe I will attach it. Sorry. But what I like to do is I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive kind of on both ends. And that's what we'll do. But what happens is when I do this, adding this twine, sometimes it can take up some of the length. So that's why I'm not putting around the back quite yet. Okay, so what I want to do is just tie a little bow on here. Okay, so I'm going to tie this kind of taut, and it will tighten up the ribbon a little bit. I was kind of hoping those would curl under. What's a girl got to do to get her velvet ribbon to curl under? We'll convince it. See? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so much better. Love it. Okay, now do you see why I didn't? Okay. And I got that nice and tight. This is where if you have an extra set of hands, it really helps. But I'm going to tie my bow on here like so. Now, if you're concerned about this bow coming undone, here's a little tip for you. Just throw, not a huge, but a small drop of liquid glue over the bow, like the knot part of the bow, and that will like hold everything in place. And you want to know where I got the idea from? You're going to laugh. My husband put, I think it's, I can't remember what it's called, Loctite maybe? I don't know. It's some kind of stuff to keep screw from unthreading, you know, wherever your screw is. Thread lock, maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. He would be laughing if he was here right now, by the way. Anyway, and so he put that on my, I have a ball winder. It winds my yarn skeins into balls. And one of the things kept coming loose, and so he put that on. Okay, so now I used a little bit of Seal Plus to adhere this to the back of the card, and now you can see it's all pretty. I love it. Okay, now here's where the deer comes in. So in the Peaceful Cabin, well, I don't know, somewhere in the catalog is the Silver Foil Specialty Pack. So we're going to take some of this. And that first sheet in this package, by the way, looks kind of purpley. But there's 3 different silver foils in here, and we're going to take kind of that one. There's, let's see, I'll show you. There's kind of a flat, almost purple looking. There's kind of a shiny, almost purple looking, and then this is kind of the brushed purple. Okay, so we're going to take and punch one of our deer out of this, like so. Now, you can add antlers to this, but I don't know. I think it's kind of classy without the antlers. It's up to you, though. And we're just going to add that to our project. Like, how pretty is that? Okay. All right. Now, we want to add this with some dimensionals. So I think I'm just going to take and put a couple pieces on his head. See where I can get them to fit. Like that. Actually, that'll probably hold it on pretty well. And then the ribbon will hold up most of the rest of his body. Like that. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is adhere that to a white card base. You could do a different color if you wanted, but I think white will look quite nice. Ooh, just jade might look nice. Hold on, we might have to change that as I'm saying this. You could do white. White is really pretty because I love white on white. But let's take a look at just jade, and then you can tell me. It might be miserable. I don't know. Hold on. Trying to get a sheet of just jade. So tell me if you like white or just jade. Oh, that's pretty too. Let me fold it so you know you're comparing apples to apples. Okay, so just jade or white. Whew, tough call. Tell me what you think. Okay, Rose and Judy and Margaret say just jade. Carol says white. Beth says white. Stacy says white. Oh, I'm sorry, Beth said jade. Just jade. Oh, I think the just jades are definitely getting it. Yeah, they are both pretty, but I do like that just jade. Okay, so we're going to go with the just jade. The masses have spoken. All right, and then we're going to use up some of our edge pieces here to pop this up. Now, you probably wouldn't have to pop this up, but because of this ribbon, it's got some thickness to it. We're going to pop it up so that it doesn't like have a big bump in the layer. Okay, and also we should be doing some more with Just Jade and Mint Macaron, because who knew those were so pretty together. But oh, with the silver, isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, okay, so yeah, the ribbon is in the annual catalog, by the way, so it's really pretty. Alrighty, so I really love the look of this. Now I might just pop one more little additional thing on here. Now, someone said red. You could add red to this, but I kind of like it without the red. But I'm thinking I might, instead of a red nose like reindeer, what if we put a silver nose on him? So just a little something, something there. And then I think we're going to call it good. So pretty. Now, if you like this bundle, this deer has really become one of my favorites. At first, I wasn't even sure I liked it, but it's really become one of my favorites for Christmas. And our class, you guys, is so amazing. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's going to come with all kinds of good stuff in it. So I think you're going to love the class. So again, the link to register for that is in the description of this video. So yeah, now we're not quite done yet with this. Remember we had that extra piece of DSP. Let's put that on the inside of our card. So I've got some, oh, and then I got to do a little show and tell, right? Normally I do that at the very beginning, but I forgot about it. But I've got some stuff I really need to show and tell you about. Uh-oh, you need more of those?
Just one.
Oh.
I know. It's the worst.
Okay, so we've got this pretty little piece, and we're going to adhere it to a layer of Whisper White, and then put that on the inside of our card. Notice that's the little smoochy smudge I made. All right, so there we go. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and then we could stamp.
Oh, she found it.
We could stamp another, wishing you a wonderful year in friendships, dear. Get it, dear? Oh, totally. Be so pretty. Or we could also, there's some trees in here. We could add a little tree. I love this set, by the way. Also, I think one of the reasons I also really like it is because you can stamp masculine cards. Stuck to my table. You can stamp masculine cards so nicely with this set as well. So I think I'm just going to stamp that tree in there. Oh, so nice. So nice. Okay. There we go. So that was our second card. Still argue it is just wrong to be making Christmas cards when it's 90 out. I'm just saying. And humid. Okay. Oh my gosh. By the way, did I tell you 2 weeks? 2 weeks. We get our puppy. 2 weeks. So excited. All right. Okay. So next up, I got to do a little show and tell because I've got some good stuff to show and tell. So I got this, this amazing box. This was with one of the swaps from my fall Stampapalooza event. And this is from Connie. And actually, I think I saw her on here. So Connie is so sweet. She sent me this thank you card, but she sent some other amazing treats too. So I believe these are chocolate covered Oreos. That's surely what they look like. So I told her I was going to hide these from Carl because he is not getting these. These are fine chocolates. Amazing. Okay. Then she also included these, and I knew all about these. Actually, I've had one before. So these are caramels, like salted caramels. Oh my gosh, they were so amazing. Becky and I might have had to have one earlier today. Maybe. I can neither confirm nor deny that. But they're so good. So thank you so much, Connie. I really appreciated that. And then I got some loot. So then I also got this, and this is so awesome. Let's see. This is from, oh, and she's on, I think she's here too. So Hildy, who was she participates in game night. She sent me this Friends mug, and PS, this mug is gigantic. Here, for reference, here's a Diet Coke in a container. It's really big. And it's a Friends mug. How awesome is that? I love this so much. So this is so cute. And she had just the sweetest note to go with it. So thank you so much for that. I loved it. And if that weren't enough, it was like a really amazing mail week last week. There's more. Okay. So then I also received, this is from oh, and I had another little treat package too, but I don't have it with me. So this is from one of my team members. And I can't remember if she had a card with it or not. Well, she might have, but maybe I don't have it with me. Anyway, this is from Nancy. She, like I said, she's on my team, and she sent this. And this is like the funniest book ever. 20th Century Foxes. Okay, there's Tom Cruise, there's Harrison Ford, there's Denzel Washington. Very awesome. Okay, so like it's coloring pages. Okay, so check this. It says, Antonio Banderas is doing laps to get closer to your good graces. Keep your breaststroke and he'll keep up with you. Oh no, keep up your breaststroke and he'll keep up with you. Okay, Bruce Willis may start dangerous fires in your heart, but he'll also rescue you when you need it. Always the hero, he'll protect the cutest creatures and be sure to cuddle you too. Is this not ridiculous? It's so funny. Okay, here's another one. Things are heating up and it's not just the water temperature. Slide into the steamy rooftop tub and gaze into the sunset with the irresistible one and only Denzel. Oh my gosh. It so cracks me up. Here's another one. Rev your engine and hop on with Pierce Brosnan. It's all rainbows and sunshine as he picks up speed and brings you to places you never knew existed. I hope you guys are dying laughing. It is so funny. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's a whole book of this. Is that not just too much? Oh my goodness. So this just like cracked me up. He's holding a puppy. So Nancy, I'm still laughing about that. Thank you. And then I also got this. Oh, this was so sweet too. Hold on, let me grab it. If you've watched me for very long, you know that my son especially is a big fan of The Office, and he loves to say that's what she said. So Carol sent me this That's What She Said water bottle. So it is so awesome. Michael Scott. And a Michael Scott bobblehead, which will have a place of pride here in my office. So this is just so fun. So thank you. And she sent me just the sweet, really, really sweet card. She made her card with the gorgeous Dahlia, Delicate Dahlias stamp set. And of course, in my signature colors. Thank you, Carol. I did not miss that fact. So look, and this is the sweetest part. She made it so that I could reuse the card. She wrote on a different piece. So that is so cute. Anyway, so it was so sweet of her to think of me. So thank you so very much for that. I just loved this. So cute. So cute. And then I've got some more cards to share. But man, I got like sweet loot. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so then I got this beautiful card. This was from a paper pumpkin kit from Priscilla, and Priscilla is taking part in our swap, but I love this. I was having a bit of a creative block, and this swap pushed me to get back into it. I love all three of you. Love Priscilla. So thank you so much, Priscilla. Another beautiful card. This one is from Catherine Edwards. She participated in our swap as well. Oh, I recognize this beauty. This one is from Melanie Chandler, so thank you to you, Melanie. Another beauty from, I think this is from, yep, Sharon. And I really appreciated, by the way, her little note too. And then look at this pretty card. This one is from Nancy from Green Bay. So she's participating in our swap too. Oh my gosh, you guys, the swap cards are so awesome too. And I've got a few more cards to share. This one, oh, this was a really sweet one too. Let me get all of them out here. Okay. So I think, did I show this one? I can't remember. This one was from Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia's on here. And she won the stamp set at our, I think it was at our kickoff event. And she made this beautiful card with this is a host set, the Amaryllis A Bloom. So that was really pretty. And then this super cute card. Look at these. They're sheep with a bow in the bows in their hair. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. So this is from Adrian. She is on my team and is just a sweetie. So thankful for those bows in the hair. And of course, I could not go without mentioning she used my signature color on the sheep, which is really adorable. Stamping on printed paper is so much fun. This beautiful card came in the mail. Who is this from? Oh, Pam, that's right. She is on my team and sent me this gorgeous card featuring, of course, the best stamp set there ever was, Pretty Perennials. This is another beautiful card that I just received from Kelly, and a really sweet message in here. Love watching you each week. Looking forward to Stampapalooza coming up. So, oh, I just love this. And this is one of the bundles we're featuring in Stampapalooza, so I'm really excited about the projects. Next up, look at that. This is for Carrie, or from Carrie. She is a member of my team, and isn't that just gorgeous with all those pumpkins? I loved that card so much. Here's another really pretty card. This was, remember we did the card challenge a couple weeks ago? And I had a winner last week. I think Paula was our winner. Anyway, I love this card. This one opens up like that. So, and this is from Anne, who is on my team. She lives out on the East Coast. Isn't that beautiful? And I just found out that Anne is like an actual artist. So how cool is that? And isn't that just a beautiful card? She did a wonderful job on that. Thank you so much, Miss Anne. And then this one is from Lynn, who's also on my team. And she's so sweet. She made this pretty card with the artistic, let's see, ink, I want to say artistically inked, right? I can't remember if that's the name of the suite or the stamp set, but artistically inked stamp set. So this is the bundle, and I just love such pretty colors. So that was really fun. And then Susan, she's on my team as well. She sent me this beautiful card, same bundle as this, artistically inked, and a really nice card. She's from Maine, so she calls herself the Stampin' Maniac, which is kind of fun. I like that. And she always has a matching envelope, which is fun. And then this is another card from Diane, and I had to share this because it's so cool. Are you ready? It's one of those like step cards. I think that's what they're called. Isn't that cool? So it just kind of pops up. And she used the In Bloom stamp set and dies. So gorgeous. All right. So that's my show and tell. Now back to cards because we have some more to make. Now, I wanted to show off one of our celebration dies. Actually, it's a set of dies, but it coordinates with a stamp set that is the Shaded Summer. So the dies are really cool. And this is the set of dies. Woo. So there we go. So I love them because there's like solid pieces and detailed piece, solid and detail. And I've made some cards with these already, but I really wanted to do this next one with this stamp image. And I thought it would be kind of fun to do another white on white. You guys know I love that, but don't worry, we're going to add an amazing pop of color. So I'm going to start with a panel of white cardstock, and we're going to take and do a little blending on here. Sorry, something just fell into my garbage and I had to take that out because that's not okay. Do you ever pile stuff up on your desk and then it lists and falls over? I hate when that happens. Okay, what did I do with my panel? Here it is. Okay, so my panel is, let's see, it is 2.5 by 4. 2.5 by 4, yes. Okay, so I've got, this is white, and I'm going to grab my blending brushes here. I'm going to start with a light color of yellow, do a little orange, and then end with some hot pink. Okay, so I'm going to start with some Daffodil Delight. Okay, so we're just going to pick up a little bit of this ink. I was going to start off on the edge here, and going to add some color. Oh, I love using blending brushes because they're just so fun. Okay, so that looks good. Then I'm going to add in some Mango Melody. And we'll pick up some color with this as well. I'm going to kind of brush over the top. Blend a little bit. Looks good. I should have brushed some of that ink off, but that's okay because we are going to cover some of this up. All right, so that looks good. And then we're going to change to some pink. And I think I'm going to go with Magenta Madness because I want some hot pink. Okay, so we'll pick up a little bit of that. I'm switching to kind of my pinky brush. And we'll put this at the bottom. I want to blend this together, and then I'm going to get kind of a deeper shade of orange here at the bottom. And then I might add just a little bit more of my daffodil at the very top just to kind of balance the color out a bit. So maybe we'll get rid of some of the orange off our brush and pick back up that yellow and go to town. There we go. Okay, so that looks pretty awesome. I love the bright, happy colors. Now I'm going to take that largest flower image from the stamp set. By the way, I need to cover all of these up. So I'll take that largest floral image and I'm going to stamp that onto a piece of this is vellum. Okay, and I'm going to drop my little embossing buddy on here. This is retired, so, but I still use it. It's still good. Okay, I'm going to ink this up with the Versamark, and then we'll stamp that on our vellum. Okay. Voila. So pretty. Okay, we'll grab some white embossing powder. By the way, I get this question asked relatively regularly, and I just wanted to share this with you. Embossing powder does go bad. Like, if you've had your powder for more than, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 years. Just saying, no judgment. I have embossing powder that's probably 20 years old, some that works, some that doesn't. The metallics are the ones that I find kind of lose their luster, so to speak, after a while. I know, I couldn't help myself, I'm sorry. Anyway, so if you're finding your embossing powder is not doing what it did back in the day, so to speak, replace it. Embossing powder is not that expensive, and it will be worth it to have some fresh powder. I find white is one of those ones that does stand up pretty well over time, as well as clear. It's really the metallics that don't do as well. Okay, now I embossed this, and then I'm going to take that die cut and die cut it out. And oh, look there it is. So how pretty is that? All right, and as you might have figured out, we're going to pop this right up over that gorgeous blending we did. Okay, so I'm going to take this and put some mini dimensionals, kind of hide them under the various spots of my flower that I've embossed, so that these will kind of hold up this on my card. Stick one more over there, and I think we'll be good. So pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay. Now, I mentioned that this was going to be kind of a white on white, so let me get rid of this stuff. I just love that die cuts that out so nicely. Okay, so I've taken a panel of 3, I think this one was 3 3/4 by 5, and I embossed it with this embossing folder. I couldn't tell you the name, but it's in the annual catalog. And we're going to place that right like that on here. So pretty. And then, because I thought it would look nice, we're going to throw this on a 3 7/8 by 5 and an 1/8 inch white panel, just to add a little more fanciness to this. I don't know if that's really what I want to call it, but it'll look nice with that extra layer of white. And there we go. And then I think I'm going to pop this layer up also, because that's fancy too. Okay, so I'll do 2 kind of lengths of this and then 1 piece in the middle. All right. Next up, I'll take and place that right here. So pretty. Okay. And then finally, we're going to layer this on a piece of white cardstock. And I just love how this looks. It's just like all those layers make for just a really nice, fancy card. Now, of course, we'll need to add a sentiment to this. And luckily, our Shaded Summer stamp set has a whole bunch of sentiments that we can use. And you can kind of choose what you want to do with it, as in terms of, like, if you want to stamp a sentiment, you could emboss a sentiment, you could pop a sentiment up, punch it out, you know, whatever you want. I'm going to just stamp my sentiment on here. And we're going to stamp that in Magenta Madness. And I think in this lower right-hand corner, it's going to look pretty awesome. Hello, you. Oh, so much fun. Isn't that gorgeous? But wait, there's more. Like I was going to leave it just like that. Okay. Now I took out, but what did I do with? Here we go. My rhinestones. I'm just going to add a couple rhinestones to this because I think it'll just add, you know, that nice little touch. So we'll put a few on here just to jazz things up. I'm going to sprinkle these on to our card. And we need one more big one down over here. There. I don't know. I'm really struggling with that. Not sure if I like the placement of those. There. That's better. I don't know. No, now we need one more. You guys are going to giggle at me like, Dina, stop. It's okay. Ooh, we could put one right there. And another one right there. Now we're stopping. There, we just have a splattering of them going down. Oh, so gorgeous. Isn't that awesome? All right, so I really liked how that one turned out. Pretty nice stuff. All right, now I have one more card for you today, and it's a little bit, what's the word I want to use? It's a card that comes in a kit. So I guess cheater is what I'm trying to say. It's a cheater card because I didn't really design it or anything, but I really wanted to make it. Selfish also because this box came today and I wanted to use it. So last week, I believe, maybe it was, well, I think it was last week. We had some new Stampin' Up kits come. Or one kit came, and another kit is coming next month. Now, this is the Christmas Whimsy card kit. You could see a little peek of it in the July to whatever, July to December card catalog. Should not be this hard. Anyway, mine came today and I wanted to make it. So we're going to make it quick. Now, these kits are available in the online store and they are available while supplies last. So please know that they are not guaranteed to be in stock for any amount of time. So they're get it while you can kind of a thing. And I do suspect this will sell out relatively quickly because it's pretty cute. It's super easy to make. So we're just going to make this up. By the way, don't forget, those dies are free with a $100 purchase in my online store. So that's pretty awesome. It's probably a good $30-some value. Okay, so now I've got my little card kit and it comes with directions. So let's take a look at how to put this baby together. So cute, by the way. So first of all, you can see it comes with envelopes that have some gold on them, which is kind of fun. And then there's two different card bases. So we've got this Christmas tree one, and then we've got this kind of Christmas tree scene. Okay, so we're gonna make 8 cards, or it makes 8 cards. We'll make one of each. All right, and so it comes with everything you need except a pair of scissors. So scissors would be good. You've got some tags and labels here, some gold stars, who doesn't like that? And then these cute little cutout pieces that we just laser cut out, or we pop them out. And then little snowflake and star embellishments, which are just too stinking cute. All right, so let's make these. Oh, and then it's got the ribbon, dimensionals, and even some glue dots. So you've literally got everything you need. One thing I would recommend is a take your pick tool, just because I use this so much and it is handy. But other than that, it's all in here. All right, so, and there's even a stamp set and ink. So pretty awesome. Now, I'm going to take, and this is a Night of Navy pad. I'm not going to open that. I will use my regular navy ink pad because I like to give those out for things when I can. But here we have the Season's Greetings and Merry Christmas to You cards. So I'm going to start, and then there's little photos, step-by-step photos of everything. So the first 2 pictures are just the things that you need to make the card. So on this scene, we're going to need one of those tags. We're also going to need some of the cutouts. So we've got this little elfy looking person, and then the sleigh with all the presents that's being pulled by another elfy looking person. So cute. And then of course we're going to need some of our stamps. Okay, now to put that together, it will tell us what we need. So we need 3 inches of our little twine to make the tag, so we can add the tag to the stack of the presents. So we'll stamp that on, and then we'll pop up all these little pieces with our dimensionals. You can see that even tell you where to put the dimensionals on here. I mean, tell you, it is really awesome. And then there's also a ruler on the directions so you can measure. So that's pretty handy. Okay, so let's pop these up. And they gave us little mini dimensionals, so that's kind of fun. Which is nice because it'll fit under our little elfie dudes. Okay, I hope I'm sticking these on in the right places. I'm kidding. I'm just giggling that they told us where to stick them on. So what I love about this is it is definitely geared towards a brand new, never stamped before stamper. But what I love is that me, who's been stamping for 20 some years, is still kind of giddy about it because it's just cute and simple and I didn't have to figure it out on my own. I could just make the cards. So that makes me happy. All right, so I want to put this kind of over here on this side of the card. Like so, popped up. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And then I'm going to pop up our other little helper elf dude. So we'll put a couple of dimensionals on here, right in the face, it says, to stick that one down. Oh, okay. Jan has a question. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's see what Jan's question is. If I shop on your online store, it's different than if I use you as my demonstrator. No, if you shop with me in my online store, I am your demonstrator. So yes, I would, either way I get the credit. So yes, please shop my online store. I would greatly appreciate that, Jan. Thank you. There's a link to shop in my online store, by the way, in the description of this video too. So, yep. So I hope that answers your question. Hi. I told the ladies about your race. They were all excited for you.
Thank you. I'm tired.
You're tired?
I threw up after practice.
You threw up after practice?
It was 90 degrees.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be cooler tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's a
This
storm
is the last
coming.
day of summer.
It is the last day of summer.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow it'll be fall.
How is Jury dirty?
Jury dude.
Okay.
Dirty.
Duty. Duty.
So, merriest Christmas to you. Stamp that on there. By the way, it comes with a block. I just realized I didn't use it. So, because it was so clear, you can see right through it. Okay. And then some of our gold twine from this class. Yay! Or from the kit, I guess I should say. Ruh-roh. There's the end. Do you need a hostess code in my store? So there's a link in the description of this video with the host code embedded in it. So if you just click on that or copy and paste it, it will put the code in for you. So yeah. And then of course, whenever you shop with me in my online store, you get a free All-Star Tutorial PDF. This month it's the You're a Peach, which has got some amazing projects in it. And we send those out every few days. Is Carl making sure to rehydrate? So Terry, based on the number of Gatorade bottles that he litters around the house and the fact that the cleaning ladies pulled 15, I'm not exaggerating, cups out of his room, I think he's fine. Yes, he's all about the hydration. Don't worry. Okay. So we've tied that on and we're just going to add this to our card. We'll put a couple dimensionals on there. And then, oh, actually I was supposed to stamp in the background. Bad Dina. Hold on. I got chit-chatting with you. So in our little stamp set, there's some snowflakes and stars. We're going to use the snowflakes on this one. And here, we'll use our block for this. Okay, so, and I just put my finger in it. Figures. Do you guys do that? That is so a Dina move. Oh, this looks so cute. So easy. I mean, seriously, anybody can make that. Ooh, those stars really, or those really make it. Okay, and then I think we're supposed to put a row of our little snowflakes. Now, here's why I like my take your pick tool, is because you can just take and stick those down, place those down on your card real easy. And I'm not paying attention to the row I'm using, but whatever, it's fine. It's my card. I can use whatever row I want to. He didn't say anything about the roofers next door, which is good. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to hear about it at dinner. Okay, so there, look at how cute that is. And then we'll throw our tag on here. I always like to embellish last because I'm going to move this. I'm going to cover it up otherwise. I'm not going to waste one of these adorable little things here. Okay, so we'll stick that on like that and put this right there. So cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, and then the other card with this kit is going to look like this. And it tells you what we need. So we need the lady elf on the, I almost said shelf, on the step stool. We'll need the oval, some twine, and some stars. And we're going to stamp the stars first. We're going to learn from our last card. Okay. And so to do that, flip that over. I've got my little instructions here off. And so first and importantly, we're going to stamp all those stars. So I'm going to pull that stamp off. I throw it on my block since my other one is kind of inky. And we're just going to stamp the stars in the background. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. Isn't that just adorable? Seriously, this is super cute. Okay, so I've got my stars on there. Oh, that adds such a nice touch to this too. All right, I'm running out of room to put the stuff though. Okay, now we need our little Christmas elf on a step stool. She should have a spotter, just saying. Where's Osha? Okay, and it does tell us where to put her dimensionals on too. All right. So I love that it's got everything in here. I didn't have to think about any of this stuff. So nice. Okay. And there's enough to make all of these 8 cards, which is really awesome. Okay, so we're just going to have her reaching for the tree, the tip of the tree, with her star, like so. And then we're supposed to take one of the gold stars and add it, and then we'll need one of these little labels. So the gold star here, I think, is a sticker, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Pop that off, and it'll fit right on there, and now it's fancy. And do you see how handy my take your pick tool is to kind of just position that right on there? So now it's shiny. Okay, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment. This time it's Season's Greetings. So I'm just going to take that on the other side of my block and stamp that down. Perfect. And then this goes right here. We'll pop that up as well. But we're going to add a little bit of our twine. So actually, I'm going to hold on for just a moment. Now, to get the twine on here, they've given us some little dots in our kit. I'm making a mess of this, which are used for sticking the twine on here. And I actually love these dots because of my take your pick tool. They're really good and sticky, which is nice. And then the take your pick tool is really good at getting those stupid backing off. Okay, so on here it says 8 inches. So that's 5.5, 8. I'm really practical when it comes to this. Okay, so we're just going to do like a little zigzaggy on here. And I think 8 inches is kind of a little more than we need, but whatever. It's all good. Okay, and then you can just kind of stick the, oh, maybe 8 inches isn't enough. Maybe it's me. It's hard to say. There we go, that works. I think I need another dot or two on here. Also, if any of you are at home laughing, you're welcome. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to stick a couple of dimensionals on here. You just never know what's going to happen. It's not like it's a cactus card. Just saying. Okay. Alrighty. So we'll put that right there. It's so cute. And then we need to add a few stars to this as well. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few of them on here. So much fun. I think we've got a whole row's worth of stars that we can use, but because I'm not using the row, I'm just sticking them on. You get the idea. But, oh, so cute. So look at, that is one super sweet kit. Oh, 2 adorable cards. Hardly took any time. Really easy to put together. Anybody can make these, so much fun. So you can get these, and then, of course, if you want, you can decorate the envelopes to coordinate. So, like, you could stamp some stars or some little, you know, swirls on here. So you might say, "Season's greetings," and then where'd my stars go? And then stamp a few of those on here, like so. Kind of fun. So whatever you want to do, but it's a really cute kit. So yeah. All right. So there's another kit coming next month as well. So just a few more weeks. It'll be here. Okay, now I'm going to show you all the projects I made today, and then remind you that if you would like to get involved with our Stampapalooza retreat this week, we would love to have you. If you are interested in the stamping portion or the business portion, we would love to have you be a part of the event and have a lot of fun. And we've got some prizes to give away. We've got some fun stuff to share, lots of amazing projects and tons of inspiration. So it's gonna be a great event. Okay, so today I made from our Christmas Whimsy kit these 2 projects with the coordinating envelope. We did this with our gorgeous shaded summer stamp set and coordinating shaded dies. Shaded, I don't know. They're free with a $100 purchase from my online store, which is really awesome. Did some blending on this one. And celebration, by the way, you guys, ends in 10 days. 10 days from today. So it's really only 9 days if you think about it, because today is almost over. So you definitely want to get involved with the awesome celebration offerings. We made this amazing card with our Peaceful Deer bundle and the Peaceful Cabin, or Peaceful Place, I think DSP is what it's called. So gorgeous with that silver. And then, of course, we made this amazing spotlight card with the Beauty of Friendship and Gorgeous Leaves stamp sets. So really beautiful cards today. I hope you loved them. If you have any questions, please just drop me a line in the comments of this video, and I'm happy to answer them. If you could give me a like, a thumbs up, that would be so awesome, as well as a subscribe to my channel. That helps my channel grow, and I'd be so appreciative of it. And of course, don't forget, if you'd like to get registered for any of those things, there's links in the description of this video, as well as a shopping link to my online store. And you will not want to miss out on all of the awesome stuff we have going on. Just as a reminder, our Fall Stampapalooza event is this week. It's going to be an amazing event. If you are a demonstrator and would like some business tips and lots of business training, we have a Stamp Business Palooza event happening on just Thursday. My Sunshine and Creativity delivered boxes. The first box was received this week by most of the people who are in it, and they have been giving me really high praise, so I'm so grateful for that. It sounds like you loved the boxes, so I love hearing that. I do have some space open for our next box, which is going to feature the Gorgeous Leaves bundle, but of course, if you have a different leaf set, you can easily substitute that otherwise you can use you can add the Gorgeous Leaves to your registration if you'd like. And that link is not in here yet, but I will just put it in here in just a second. And then, I've got a couple other classes. I don't have, my printer was printing them all yellow and I haven't figured that out yet, but I do have 2 more classes coming up this month. The Peaceful Deer, pardon me, Peaceful Deer online class and the Seasons Blessings Creativity to Go kit. Next week, we're going to make a really cool card with that. So thank you guys so much for being a part of today. We'll see you right back here next Monday. Have a great week and I will talk to you soon.